Hello there, fellow Elysians, it is I, Eric, with another video for the freethinkers among us, and not the sheeple. The Huntsmen and Huntresses of Remnant. Are they real-life superheroes, or are they dangerously inept? Ladies and gentlemen, here on this show, we don't look at things with feelings, because as we all know, facts and feelings are incompatible. So let's objectively look at this situation. Remnant's Huntsmen and Huntresses are meant to be our first line of defense against Grimm. For this very reason, they are idolized in the popular imagination. But, and this is a big but, not all that glistens is gold. Huntsmen and Huntresses are dangerously undertrained. They are given the powers of arrest similar to that of law enforcement, but they are nowhere near well trained enough to actually be doing any of this. Similarly, they're asked to provide private security, a task which they are also once again woefully undertrained for. It is my personal opinion, my personal belief, that the Huntsman system is dangerous and corrupt. Exhibit A, the first Bank of Vale robbery. The city of Vale is not exactly well known for being orderly, but ladies and gentlemen, the way the Vale PD tried to sweep this little incident under the rug just speaks volumes. And I mean volumes to the kingdom's ineptitude. From archived livestream footage during the incident, we know with certainty that one Roman Torchwick held up a bank. Yes, that Roman Torchwick. A relatively benign crime in his short but illustrious career as a crime boss. At the time, the very idea of being robbed in broad daylight was a foreign concept to the citizens of Vale. They should really be like us Elysians, wary of any potential uprising from those below in Mantle. But like that'll happen. Those lazy slum dwellers can't even pull themselves up by their own bootstraps, let alone stage an uprising. But that aside, allow me to refocus our attention on the robbery. Torchwick walks in the bank and made his point known to the teller. When the gravity of the situation became clear, first on the scene were the Huntsmen, Rock Salts, and Candy Floss. The two immediately confronted Torchwick with lethal force. While this may be the stuff of superhero films, this is not how this operation should have been carried out. Did neither Huntsman think of the civilians? This is a patently unsafe situation, and at no point were the civilians told to flee at the very least, which they could have easily done if instructed. Instead, they stuck around to watch the fight, and as if it were some sort of sporting event, they filmed it. And of course, Torchwick defeated the two Huntsmen with ease, and in their failure to coordinate with police, they found themselves under arrest, while Torchwick, of course, fled the scene. A sheer display of incompetence. While Rock Salts later did have their license revoked, that's a small comfort. It's clear to me that Salts was the fall guy in this situation. Someone fed to the piranhas of public opinion so that we may be satisfied. Until the next incident, of course. Wash, rinse, and repeat. This grand scheme has systematic issues, but when will the kingdoms admit this? Never. That is when. Exhibit B, the Argus Limited. While many details of this new incident remain unclear due to the remoteness of where it happened, eyewitness testimony seems to agree upon a few key facts. Two Huntsmen are on record being the security detail hired by the train company. Before boarding, it was reported by one Crow Bronwyn that the door to the trains was left unlocked and unguarded. This is simply inexcusable, especially given how White Fang insurgents seem to love targeting our rail networks. But that is not the worst of it, oh no. About halfway through the journey, the Argus Limited encountered Grimm. Not an uncommon occurrence or dangerous at all if handled correctly. It was not handled correctly. The train's black box and data recorder paint a very ugly picture. Firstly, the Huntsmen activate the train's self-defense systems. No announcement was made whatsoever. The crew continues to operate the train as if everything is normal. Now imagine this. You are a civilian. You are on a train under attack. Would you not want to hear from the crew or the Huntsmen who are meant to protect you? Some folks may not have even known at all that there were Huntsmen on board. In the fog of war, bangs, shouts, and crashes aren't easily identifiable as friends or foe. All of this panic, of course, would be like throwing gasoline on a roaring fire. A fire made worse by the level of intelligence these particular Grimm exhibited. They were actively attacking the turrets in an effort to get at the passengers. At some point, the train derails, despite the intervention of some student Huntsmen led by Crow Bronwyn. Although casualties were limited to just one of the original security detail, this situation could have been far, far worse. How is it that these students could outperform fully qualified huntsmen? Are they just that 1 in a million group? Possibly, but this just shows that not all huntsmen are created equal. Now, let's not miss the trees for the forest. Why are the huntsmen and huntresses remnant so incompetent by and large? Well, they are given enough competence to function as an effective anti-grim force, but by and large, they lack the competency to affect real and tangible change in this world. Awfully convenient, is it not? A huntsman-led uprising would create a parallel power, thereby creating a world in which might makes right. A society based on all might is not conducive to freedom and democracy. Even if everyone were to unlock their auras and semblances, those with lesser semblances, or perhaps those incapable of unlocking their auras, would be relegated to being second-class citizens. Something completely unprecedented in our world. Might concentrate in the hands of the few, and progress depending on the good nature of those few, is a scary thought. Those few would have the power to challenge the Ozluminati, and they can't have that now, can they, ladies and gentlemen? Alright, and once again, acting hat off. So if you couldn't tell, this video is of course inspired by the book Roman Holiday, which I thoroughly enjoyed. You know, sometimes it really is nice to head back to a young adult novel and not have to worry about the complicated geopolitics of 2 continents? But yeah, I might make a video with my thoughts on the book, but that's gonna be a little difficult because there is gonna be a serious lack of B-reel. But anyways, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Which means you get more FPS. But do you know whatever has RTX off? That's right, this segued to my end screen. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching.